on the way to the Von Everett estate. You can see it up on the hill there. Just an absolutely sprawling building. I mean, it's not just insignificant, it's significant. It's not just significant, it's dominant. It's not just dominant, it takes up the whole hill. I mean, they have their own farm supplying them. When we talk about how the Von Everetts fell, it wasn't like a small fall. It wasn't like they stumbled down the steps. I mean, they were lords of this land. Oh, gosh. Really, dude? I thought I saw a shooting star as well. Try to make a mental note if I can point that out. I swear I saw a shooting star as we rolled up here. Just trying to see if another would go by. Who knows? Maybe we got a little lucky. Anyway, there. Nobody's here, dude. Literally nobody. Let's slap some Quen. Somebody's about to try and wreck our day. What's up, dude?
Kendrick, you there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me off.
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother Melitterly, why'd I ever come here?
I do want to point out the homie's got that wiffle ball club. He's got those holes in it so it whistles when he swings it, I guess. I don't know. Kind of a wild man. Who's Kendrick?
Kendrick fellow. Who is he?
We's partners. Sneak into derelict houses. Always something valuable lying about.
Idiots.
Mm-hmm. So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taking from the dead? Kendrick went to open a door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but...
Oh my goodness.
What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
No.
Phew. That's a stone off my...
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You...
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
That was a good decision, dude.
Pretty sprawling, this estate.
Well.
How am I gonna find that rose in this fog?
Rose in the fog. Dude, this rose isn't here, man.
Someone's still tending to the flower beds. No violet rose, though.
What's up, black dog? We not talk? Oh, there we go.
A grave here?
For something. What's up, dog?
What are you doing in a place like this? Best shoe before you get hurt.
I think we should follow him.
Shame you can't talk.
I bet he can. It's one of those what's up dogs. He knows things. What are we doing here? Oh, that's right. Witcher powers.
Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold.
I bet the ghost froze it. Wait, what's this?
Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who.
Is the dog now? You talking now, little boy?
Shame you can't talk.
I bet he talks.
Fresh manure.
Somebody's trying to tend to this garden. Weird. Running up top. Oh, they want us to go inside. Let's wait.
A busted lamp, and the ground's trampled. Somebody dragged something this way. A body?
Which way did it go? Oh, of course. A black cat just chilling with some torture tools and crazy eyes like the dog.
I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That. Digging.
Oh my goodness. There's going to be some kind of monster fight.
Graves. Unmarked. Laid out in rows, like garden beds.
The gardener is back for revenge, dude.
Hey. Hear me?
Some kind of specter, I swear. Something spooky. Nothing normal and mortal would be out about hanging out like this. Steel sword out.
Other thief. Body's mutilated. Who are you?
He's like, I live here. What about you? Why does this get so scary all of a sudden?
Damn.
A fade? There's a fade out here? What in the world? Oh my goodness, he's got to stop that move. Yeah, I have no idea how to dodge that, I'll tell you what. But you know what we do have? A little of this. Yeah, I still don't know how to dodge that. Oh gosh, that's our night vision panic. Oh, come on, dude. I genuinely do not like the wizard. Have I said that recently? I've got no idea what this fight is. I really don't. We're dead. So one of the most obnoxious boss fight mechanics there are is any kind of regen. Hands down, always. And this guy healing off of hitting these guys, crazy obnoxious. But you have to remember also that we are... stop running, dude. Oh, he's healing. We just can't get hit again. Come on. Dude. This could be our moment. Probably not. Come on. That was terrible. Just genuinely the worst. Of all the things Witcher 3 does well, combat is the absolute worst thing it does.
What the fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Come on, say what it is, cat. Looks like we're dying, are we?
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Or what are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris in the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
Okay.
What's with the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No. We're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
All right, you weirdos.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everett? Yes. We know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everett home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions.
Okay.
How should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves.
The caretaker's spade. Weird. Knock, knock. Unlocked. Unlocked. Panic. All right, well.
This is my house.
Oh, sorry. What if we told you Olgierd sent us? And apparently there's a rose he wants back. I hope you're not too upset about the rose situation. This place is super freaky. All the heavy breathing, the ghost breaths. Yikes. You think Olgierd knew how haunted this place is? I don't want to be here, dude. I don't want to be here at all. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Gotta be careful.
Were you just poisoned by something freaky? Iris's sketchbook. Yikes.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but I don't want to be here, dude. Oh, look, here's a painting of Olgierd. Nice.
Olgierd as I've never known him. A different man then.
A different man then. Huh. Can we get there from outside, you think? Oh, there we go. Well, that's not spooky at all. In case I haven't said this recently enough, it's fallen out of recent memory and common knowledge of the channel lore. I'm Vadd, and I do not like scary games at all. Actually, the opposite. I dislike them, which is even worse. It's one thing to just not like a thing. It's a whole nother thing to actively dislike it. And this is just not a good time right now. That big spooky grave monster thing, the haunted house, our night vision wore off. Man, it wears off so fast, man. Or maybe it wore off on purpose? Oh, wait, we have to magic trap these, don't we? There we go. We cannot do that. Our toxicity's too high. What are you doing? It's doing something with that painting. Stop it. Hey, get back here. It's full health? Let me go. I can't do anything, dude. We're gonna die here again. I'm like absolutely getting knocked down. This is ridiculous. Try and keep Art up. Oh, no. Oh. Let us go, seriously. This one? No, you don't. Help. Oh, healing again. Sure, sure. To my circle. No, you don't. No, no, no. Oh my goodness, you nasty thing. Let me go. Or you're gonna heal again. Seriously. Just die. Never again. I don't care how good the ending of this whole journey might be. Fights like that, I'll never play this again. I have like absolutely no interest going through that again. What a miserable fight. All that healing, all like the pushback attacks. And again, here's the dodge. Here's the entirety of our dodge. You ready? Brace for impact. That was jump. We'll try again. I guess we can't dodge right now. All right, let's see what next spooky thing jumps us.
Chamber. Iris was supposed to be here.
Well, she is here. She's just dead. Great. You know Olgier knew this place was like super haunted. We're going to put our night potion on again here so we can see anything. You know Olgier knew it was super haunted. A portrait of Iris and Olgier.
Lovely couple.
There it is. You gotta remember, I don't care how nice he looked or was before this. His whole thing was raiding other people and harming them because he could.
Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
Thanks, dog.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
What? How did she die?
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
Hold up. You're telling me you've got one man with a heart of stone and another man and a woman whose heart just exploded from emotion? I don't think these creatures are helping me, but the dialogue's like, why are you helping me?
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everett. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Oh, that sucks.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies.
Surprised?
No, not at all.
So, what's the plan here, gang?
Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everett has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
Oh, thanks.
Good dog.
Oh, goodness. It just threw us in. Choose a fitting spot. We're gonna get ambushed again? Oh my goodness. Why are you guys so freaky? I was thinking over by where the painting was. And the flowers? Yeah, over here. I thought this was the spot.
This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everec have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death, worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
I guess I'll be the one to do that.
All right. Oh, just gonna have to do it ourselves sometimes. Truth is, we didn't know her.
I didn't know Iris von Everec, so I can't say much about her. Fate had it a stranger now lays her remains in the grave. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death. Your name's inscribed in this sketchbook. Perhaps you'd like it to be buried with you.
Oh, I thought we could put all the things in her book. In her grave, I guess not.
You two, got any last words for your mistress?
We don't partake in human rituals.
Trusting that what you've done is in keeping with your customs.
Okay, let's do the thing.
The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself.
Shows up, blows us up again. Ah, man. Hi.
Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you.
She didn't kill us on sight. Whoa, my goodness. Did she summon in? Oh, there it is, the house. When it had a roof and things were growing and, you know, taken care of. I think it's a portal.
Should I follow you? All right.
I don't think we should follow some spooky creature into a portal they made, but this is why I'm not a very good witcher.
What is this place?
Oh, it's like a time capsule.
The Painted World. The work of Iris von Everec.
How'd you two get in here?
We exist in both worlds at once.
Okay, anything else I should know?
Strange place.
One born of Iris von Everec's dreams.
It existed only in her mind while she lived. In death, it gained substance.
Pretty fantastic tale. Hard as hell to believe.
Yet you'd best believe it, and be on your guard. The painted world is rife with danger.
Dude, why are we here?
All right, this is lovely and all, but where's Iris?
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but how?
You're a tracker, right? Saw you examining the tracks outside.
Yeah, so?
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting. Moments our mistress wishes to forget, but cannot.
You need to find them, restore them, summon the fears that torment Iris, and destroy them.
Easy to say.
Okay, then. We'll just start where we are.
Specters of Olgid and his wife. But why aren't they moving?
This is a memory.
But it's incomplete, blurred. You must peer closely and restore it.
We must peer closely at it and restore it? Okay, we found a bit of paint,
Pieces of tableware. For an afternoon
teapot,
tea or breakfast. The spirit from the steppe.
book.
Read often, well worn.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's put the teapot on the table.
Right.
Oh. Let's put the book on the
Probably
table.
Not right.
Okay, let's put the painter thing on the
Perfect
table.
match.
Okay, great. Let's give him the book.
Perfect match.
Now what happens?
We should get a dog. Or a dog and a cat. Even better. When the rain comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the fire. What do you think?
Uh-oh.
Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
Is it that terribly absorbing?
Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here. The birds singing, the bees buzzing. Blissful, really.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell. I'll go in. You stay a while longer.
That's weird. Can we interact with anything or just witness? Did these things happen, or were they like things that she imagined might happen, would happen, could happen, should happen? Wait a second, not the bees. We got attacked by bees? In a fictional world, the bees even came from. That's crazy, man. We cannot rest right now. Ooh. Okay. A little freaky in here. Cat has nothing to say. Neither does the dog. Little freaky bees. Ah. Leave me alone. Who's on that roof?
What is that?
On the roof.
Another memory?
Why
No,
is...
a nightmare.
A fear embodied, which sooner or later you will have to confront.
Are you kidding me? Get confronted. Oh. Enjoy some... Can we rest? How did we get damaged by nothing? Why is everything like this? I don't like this at all, dude. What are we doing here? A specter? Are these spiders? Oh my goodness. Spiders are like the biggest hassle to try and fight. Outside of the cave. I mean, they seem solid enough. Oh, spooky specters. All right, we'll go for another, I guess.
Another memory.
And how many of these do you think there are? All right. Flowers.
Covered decorations for a special occasion. Wine cup,
Glass.
just like the one Olgierd's holding.
Wedding veil.
Probably not right.
Try again.
Perfect match.
Here we go.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
Dude!
God damn it all.
Oh my goodness. No. I'm not ready. Ah!
Show me what you got.
Oh man, do I hate this. Giant ghosty specter spiders. Oh. Please let me just meditate for a little. My goodness. Well, all right. 2 down. How many do you think there are out here? Yikes.
Come on.
No. Spectre spiders. One more. Come on. Is there another? Who's next? Oh. Yeah, I'm not convinced that we're actually seeing real memories. Oh, man. Every time it says we can't do that, it still, like, heals us. Like, there's somebody spooky on
Same
the roof.
figure.
You know there's gonna be some big freaky fight with that guy, huh? Oh, my goodness. Don't tell me they respawn. This went to the backyard. Is it locked, you think? Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're in the backyard. All right. Before we go inside, I'm just going to try and get through this outside. There's got to be another. Yeah, there we go. sir, I scooped them all out of the house. We better go in the house and find nothing. All right. Okay. Let's go inside. Here we go again. Locked. All right. We'll go in the main door, whatever. Here we go. Locked. 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 All right. We'll go this way, I guess. Locked.
Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too.
Well, I'm just not sure these are real events that happen. Can we light this fire? Yeah. It's a big painting on the wall. This giant bear probably wants to eat our face.
Just a little different than the painting.
Oh no. Well, shoot. Is that supposed to be a clue, you think? Okay, we're probably gonna hit one of our cat eye potions. There we go.
Castel Ravello. A Toussaint wine. Expensive.
A Toussaint wine. Interesting. First we've heard it mentioned, I do believe. And the pig.
A lavish feast. Silver thread. The guests. Pearls. Doll must have cost a fortune.
Something else over here, it looks like.
Seen this hairbrush. It was in bad shape in the real world.
Use your Witcher senses to find a way to restore the memory. Maybe we just light the candles? Huh, because we just light the candles, sure.
My darling, is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts.
Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it? And what's this?
We've brought some of Iris's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
That's the
Bank
auction
notes.
house symbol.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
No, no, no.
Oh, kid.
Wow, he really just is just the
Now you
worst.
see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
You should be. Oh, 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 me? I didn't do it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Do I need to get him in my magic track? No.
So let's follow him.
Let's not. All right, so to recap here, this dude made his money by, you know, maybe not made his money, but his whole thing was he was just kind of a barbarian, right? He just raided other people. And then he had this big sob story to us about how poor me, somebody bought my debts, used them against me, and his family showed up and actually saved him, right? They actually came and said, hey, we know you're having some struggles and we're going to help. And then he threw it in their face.
Don't like this place. Wash basin. Blood stains on it.
I don't like this place at all. Is frankly, he would have never lost the house or the debt if he didn't throw that gift in their face. And ignoring all of that.
The bedchamber.
Uh-oh. ignoring all of that, right? They were in the debt.
The nightshirt.
They
Never
needed
worn,
that.
I think.
And darn, just his pride got in the way, right?
Bloodstained towel. Didn't wash it all off. Got some on the towel. It's almost gone.
It's just so sad. It's so sad. Like, we now have evidence that he was his own. Here's the bloodstained towel. He was the author of his own demise.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that
Liar.
blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvellous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
Man, this whole thing is just so sad, dude. You know, Gaunter O'Dimm just showed up at just the right time.
Another blurred memory.
Just the right time to nudge things along. All right, so
Fresh. As if someone just rinsed it.
hey, look what this is. This is the painting we bought. No way. Or we commented on, I guess. Man. Remember, he did say...
Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Oh, shoot. I forgot what the painting
Still not
was.
right.
I didn't see the painting yet. Oh, man, he's got, like, apple grape in a mug, and he's kind of leaned off to the left.
She painted Olgierd, but the details are off. Living tableau's missing something. Living tableau's gotta look just...
So the grapes were there. Oh my goodness, we have to know middle, back, or left. All right, hold on. I think it was from left to right, goblet, grape, apple. No, in the back is the goblet. On the left are the grapes. In the front right are the apple.
Living.
Here we go. Apples. Okay, we'll do apple on the right. Okay. There we go. And grapes, we'll do the left. And we'll see if we can't put the goblet in the middle. See what happens.
Maybe I'm... Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this.
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again. Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd. Olgierd.
Right in our face? Old Spooky Dookie's over there smoking away. Think he's gonna try and fight us? No, he's like leading us in some direction. Ah! Why is it so scary all the time? Oh, I wasn't ready, I wasn't ready. Oh my goodness, there's more. Let me go, dude. There's more! There's another one. There's another one. That hallway is the worst. Okay. Well, shields up. And let's see if we can't get to the bottom of some of this, huh? Locked door. Okay. Oh man, they're frozen again.
Master von Everett's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
But why? Okay, a book about Between Worlds.
Gates of mystery. Between Worlds. The library of an occultist.
Of all the beings inhabiting the outer spheres, the elementals are the most foreign to human nature. A book on genies? No way. What are these dudes and their genies? Some chalk?
Blood. For some kind of magic, I bet.
Kind of a bottle.
Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter.
Getting that vibe. This place is depressingly gloomy in the summer. Blood pacts and foreign presences? Dude.
Blood pacts. Or on foreign presences.
What is he doing in
Tell him
here?
about parleying with demons.
Whatever it is, he should not have been doing it. I'm calling it. You guys some kind of demon creatures, huh?
Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them. Then I can set out the candles.
I'd rather not.
Black magic. That should do it. Now for the candles.
Oh, no. What do you think? Candles inside? Or... Okay, hold on. There's a lot of options here. Place candles on the vertices and the circle. Okay, that's one option. Place candles on the circle around the pentagram. Place candles on the vertices of the pentagram. Place candles just inside. You think there's a wrong way to do this? I bet there is. Man. Let's go on the circle surrounding because it doesn't use the word vertices or inside. Let's assume candles go on the outside. Something else goes on the inside. We must talk.
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time. Come out at once.
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace.
This is so sad. Like, if there's a good woman in your life, your most important job is to, take care of that relationship and maintain that and help it to grow and let her be her good self, right? And this man's like, I'm going to draw a random pentagram on the floor and light some candles, get inside, and act all spooky. Don't go do that. Man, if Gaunter O'Dimm gets summoned in, I'm out. I quit. I thought you stayed outside the circle and something came into the circle.
What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee.
I wish to end our pact. I summon thee. Uh-oh.
Damn it!
Uh-oh. He already made the pact. And he thinks Gaunter O'Dimm is from some other dimension.
In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
Wait. Find a way
that.
to escape the fire. Alright, icy painting, I guess. Why did he get in the circle and then try and summon Gaunter O'Dimm?
Damn it. Smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter.
Again?
Get inside.
Oh my goodness. We're taking damage.
Gear didn't let them in. They froze to death.
Locked door. Locked door. A blocked door. Basement we go. Dude, this place is the worst. Shields up.
Old-geared, Iris, and her father.
Why are they all down here like this, though? Oh, okay, we missed something again. All right.
So this is when he started smoking.
A mug.
Tankered, but there was vodka in it. Drained to the last drop.
Okay, hold on. Something else going on in here. Marriage contract.
Marriage contract between Iris and Old-geared.
Hold on, this is a prenuptial agreement. Signed Iris and Old-geared. Hold on, this is important. They've agreed to seal their love, blah, 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 till death do them part. Hold on. So, important clauses here. Any income they received individually is theirs to keep, but all costs related to maintenance and upkeep of any mutual possessions are to be divided evenly. So, like, if they have a kitchen table that breaks and they each make 10 monies, they have to share the monies to... and they cost 2 to fix, they're each going to pay 1, right? But if one of them buys a fancy horse and it breaks its leg, they've got to fix their own horse. Okay. But the other one is that if separation happens, we shall each keep all property that they brought into the marriage and any presents. It's not... This is a little loose. There's a lot of things that should be covered in that, I feel like. I'm no expert, but that seems to have missed out on all the important stuff. All right, let's see here. You should have a mug, right?
So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings.
And a marriage contract.
Her father must have been holding the contract.
Right.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You're
You
welcome.
vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
That's not what that contract said.
And I've held to my vow. The Old-geared I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me.
Notice he has all his scars now. So he's pretty far into things. And she's probably accurate in saying the Old-geared that she married is not him anymore. He has changed. That Heart of Stone is serious business. Ignoring all that, I think he was always kind of a bad guy. Still.
You shall stay here. Forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Great. Murder.
Father!
Really? You just killed him? You fool.
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Whoa, wait, I wasn't ready. Hold on. Is there just the 3 of them here? Okay. I feel like the last few times I've gotten in a fight with these things, there's been like 50 of them that pop up. I thought if I ran around the room once first, I could like summon them all in or whatever.
Then Von Everett ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
Von Everett ceased to be human. That is an interesting little statement. Random knife for some loot. It's kind of freaky. It's the first thing we'll be able to loot from this painted world. I don't know. I think it is foolish to... Oh god, it's the freaky dude again. Oh, I think our sword is busted. I forgot what that symbol means. Oh man, we've got a busted sword. I don't even think we've got a repair kit. Oh, we do. All right. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Ah, where was I? Yeah. First off, I think it's super foolish to like, you marry a bully and you're like, I guess he'll stop being a bully.
Remember, we spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
Animal hair.
You do the rest.
So the dog should go here, I guess. I don't know.
Claw scratches.
There's the cat. The caretaker. What have we got here? Big bowl. Okay. Small bowl.
For soup, maybe.
Let's put the small bowl here.
There we go.
I'll be happy with that. And the dog wants the big bowl. Hopefully they don't make too much of a mess. One freaky caretaker dude.
Probably not right.
He's missing something. Maybe he's serving something? Sure. Big food tray. Love that. Yeah. How foolish is it to think that you marry a bully and they're going to stop being a bully, right?
Perfect match. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
Yeah.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Remember, right at the start, they were painting, and she's like, I want a dog and a cat. And only
Olgierd von
after.
Everett failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
It wasn't
His
about
spectre now
that.
casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance.
It wasn't about replacing him. He was trying to...
We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everett's greatest fear.
Awesome. Look, right at the start, she's like, I want a dog and a cat. It'll be nice when the winter and it's cold and lonely here. And then only after he lost everything was he like, oh, I forgot you wanted a dog and a cat. Here, he summons in some demon creatures. And then she's like, this house is falling apart and just so sad to live in when the winter. He's like, all right, fine. Now that everything's gone terrible, here, I'll get you a house caretaker. Like, it was too late, dude.
My
Too little,
dearest
too
wife.
late.
Letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade. Especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
Dude. Again. Man, these things are nasty, dude. Why are they so gross? What do you think they represent? Yuck! It's his face under there. Hold on, we gotta get our shield up. Ah! Shield's up.
The Witcher should soon be better.
Let's get them all running at us at once. Because then we can group them up for our fire.
Be back.
Right, there we go. I really do hate the Witcher combat.
Goodbye, Geralt.
Right, there we go. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. Okay, we need to switch this. Eat our bread. Eat our Archgriffin.
As lifeless and boring as I'm inside.
Dude. Okay.
Fail, and you'll not be back.
I just do not like the Witcher combat. Here's our moment. Here's our moment. Oh, okay. Never again. We can just never do that again. I'll be happy. Three back-to-back of the worst boss fights in video game history. You've done it, Witcher 3. You've done it. Ah, look who it is.
You're not him.
Of course not. You're stupid.
Wait,
why would we
I
be?
want to talk.
Why would we be him?
Not here. Not in this place.
I feel like we're dying the longer we're here. You can see our face, like the veins standing out.
I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned.
Not a
To me.
chance.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met. I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber, at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
He's got a new powerful enemy.
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dimm. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Interesting, so she has heard it.
And how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches than immortality for us both.
What?
Olgierd will best O'Dimm, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
He's not happy.
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Yeah, he forgot you exist.
But I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Yep, pretty much.
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you've built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
Is that you saying you can't give me the rose?
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Oh, okay.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass.
Gaunter
Stand in
O'Dimm.
his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
I'll remember you, Iris von Everec.
What a gift.
That no longer matters.
Oh, okay.
Farewell.
A third impossible task completed. I want to be clear here. These weren't just like kind of difficult, genuinely impossible. I'm not downplaying that. We were sent on genuinely impossible objectives. I'm not sure anyone but a Witcher could have even had a chance at this. Character entry, the black cat and dog. Let's actually check that out. That is curious. So these were some otherworldly creatures that Olgierd had summoned. Very unusual. Now, does that update anything on Gaunter O'Dimm? The Man of Glass? I don't think so, but it might. Yeah, now it says Gaunter O'Dimm Master Mirror. I don't think it said that before. But I think one very, very unique piece of dialogue is that it's very specific. Oh, it got less spooky here. It very specifically said, oh, what was the phrasing? Oh, we can't get out this way. Interesting. It very specifically said the man who presents as, or the man who shows himself as, like, it was alluding to the fact that Gaunter O'Dimm might not be. Can we really not get through this? Why are we trapped in here again? Isn't there like a, there it is, a break in the wall? It again is alluding to Gaunter O'Dimm not being all that human. And or if the otherworldly creatures are the ones that know about him, right? Like they're the ones that know enough about him to warn us. Maybe he's not just not man, but maybe he is some otherworldly creature. Best guess. I thought there was a fast travel stake around here. Look, there's people moving back in now that we, I guess, got rid of the haunted house up the hill. I don't remember these people being here but a moment ago. Oh my goodness. We're going to go back to Olgierd and let him know that we finished his third impossible task. And his soul belongs to Gaunter O'Dimm. I don't know actually what their relationship is, but this dude's gonna be super upset, I bet.
2 points, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draught.
Geralt, over here.
Ah, guess who?
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Hey now, don't make me beg. My treat.
It's a lot of power. This dude's kind of impatient, huh?
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening.
Yes.
Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible.
Remember at the wedding, there was an old lady who was talking to him about a spice to use in gingerbread. It was thyme or whatever.
Trolling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
Come on, who are you reeling? Come on, spill.
Who are you really?
Gaunter O'Dimm, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do?
No.
In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
Worst genie ever.
And drop them in a world of hurt.
No, not I. That would be their poorly formulated wishes. I'm no cheat. I give folk what they want, nothing more. That the oft-desired unworthy things, that is entirely the fault of their rotten natures.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
So he does need us. N-E-E-D. Need. He needs us. I knew it. I knew he needed us. I knew there's a reason he couldn't do it by himself.
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say time has always fascinated me, so I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
I guess the question is, why do we think he's incapable of lying? There's no reason that he's being honest with us about anything.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed.
To recap, the debt we don't have that he somehow is trying to force us into believing we have. Yeah, that one.
Fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing.
To the letter.
Draw Olgierd to the temple of Lilvani.
To the letter.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand.
Whatever.
That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup?
What
Had an eye out for you.
devil?
Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
Really, what the devil? Is that the phrase he's going to say? Also, I like to point out that that spoon he put in that old boy's eye was authentic. Went right in. As it turns out, old boy, I'm pretty quick.
I'm a witcher. Superhuman quickness. Just one of my many qualities.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Nope. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple. Got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there! Your friend, the medic, she were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Did you
My
see?
valor stands on
Bloke
3
literally
pillars.
dropped dead.
Good
We
food.
were there,
Good
alive, a
drink.
moment ago.
Blind drunk he was. Maybe he fainted.
Fainted? He soaked it.
Nasty. How much power is that? Not just a trick, right? To be able to control time, slow it down, interact with objects that are, frozen in time, etc.
Slap a new race teach. You're a bigger rat picker than.
All right.
His Majesty King
Let's talk to Shani. See what she knows. I think we asked her to look into Gaunter O'Dimm.
Shani?
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
What's going on?
Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
Oh, what? Where?
When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Why now?
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
If that's the truth, then that's the truth.
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
Someday, I'm sure.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
That makes sense.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslock, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Mage hunters are guarding a professor's door? What?
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge.
Yikes.
If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
Bummer.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
Okay. I know we asked her to check into things, but at this point, I don't care about Olgierd. I'm hoping that...
So how are things at the Academy these days?
Yeah.
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind?
To Radovid, there's little difference between the two.
Seems to tolerate you well enough.
Because he needs me. For now.
So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
8 at the Kingfisher. You're sorted for at least 2
Huh.
days. Just gotta look.
Shani's walking a dangerous line here. I don't think they're gonna let us through, dude.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the Academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno? Eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing. All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
Okay.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right, let me in.
Man, oh man. What a dangerous line to walk. This dude is absolutely lighting people on fire. Just burning witches. Burning. Oh gosh. That was embarrassing. Jump into like a deeper section here if we can. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I didn't think it was quite that shallow there, but whatever. Shani, very dangerous line. She knows that they are actively burning. Not just burning, but hunting down and killing any kind of a magic user, right? Witch, sorcerer, or whatever. And then, seriously, guys, you have something better to do out here? Come on. Really? These guys have gotten a lot more resistant to fire, it seems, too. And then in addition, he's getting rid of all of the scholars. Anyone that knows, you know, history, math, chemistry, like, you know, all kinds of the sciences, right? Killing off those people and then burning books. Like, this Radavoid guy, just bad news.
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street.
Okay.
Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me.
True.
If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
Okay.
All right. Be seeing you.
All right. So we need to try and find this guy.
The eternal fire will turn you to ash.
Get it from both sides!
Where's our sword? Where's our sword? Look, these guys also have those shields. Maybe it's just a higher level enemy thing.
I will kill you.
Maybe it's a higher level enemy that they have these like white shields that like gives them massive defense. Dude.
Ever fight a witcher?
Stupid. I don't know why he chose to fight me there. A black magic doll, a tracking bolt. Wow. These witch hunters, huh? What have you got lying on you? More black magic? Yikes. Why are these dudes so just evil? You're going to tell me they confiscated them? Yeah, I don't think so. Freaky. And who knew the college was like its own little city town place like this? This is cool. We've never been able to get inside before now.
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe?
I guess maybe a window could have been left open. I guess we're going vertical. Sure. What an adventure. And And I think before we go see Gaunter O'Dimm and Olgierd or whatever, we will try and stop by Shani again, just in case we miss that opportunity. We want to miss that. I think Shani's a great character. Like, she adds a lot of much needed. How would you say? Whoops. Yennefer and Triss are so close to Geralt, right? And Shani's kind of fun because she's definitively a side character, but she's a mainstay, right? Well, what good? Oh, maybe we can bust it in. Hold on. Sorry, dude. Oh, man, we bring the whole house down. Man, this guy's probably scared to death. I am so sorry. We loot his stuff. Great. See what we can find. The old horse whistler. I really thought there would be like a special book in here, but I guess not. In my scholarly wanderings through myth and legends of many great cultures, I've come across descriptions of a certain individual which all display a striking similarity. I do not mean in terms of this individual's outer appearance or their name, but of this individual's modus operandi. This evil, capital E here, works through trickery, tempting at first with the offer of something seemingly good. The price one must pay for this object of temptation, however, is enormous and non-refundable. The promised good often contains horrifying hooks and treacherous traps. Beware of any who promise the impossible, for such can only be delivered through the machinations of evil. Evil wears many faces and appears in many different forms. Evil incarnated as a man travels the world, sowing death and suffering. Such evil is devious and difficult to discern. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Who does that sound like? Gaunter O'Dimm. The answer is Gaunter O'Dimm. Alright, trying to make sure we didn't miss anything too major here.
Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone look in it and scream.
Maybe. Maybe it was broken on purpose. There's something here.
Silver Lamen. Don't know the sigil. Hasn't been used in ages, looks like.
Okay. Alright, looks like we need to actually go further downstairs. That's everything up here. Hello.
Colt, is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock.
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out.
Last time we saw eyes like those, it was on a black cat and a black dog. I don't think he is one of whatever they are, but he's maybe seen something they've seen.
I know nothing. Don't whisper or anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
What demon?
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please. You know. Gaunter O'Dimm.
There you go.
Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Are you a prisoner here?
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I am one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant. but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends. But that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dimm is and how to get rid of him.
Interesting.
I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years, in many cultures, under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dimm, at times Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings, I went blind. Yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims, and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts, which drive their parties to madness.
What's up with your big magic circle on the floor you're walking around inside of?
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
He told me himself. Paid me a visit once. A fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly.
Wow.
He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me.
Oh no.
He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
What else do you know? You've basically told us nothing truly new or helpful or actionable in any way.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dimm is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
So we're going to ask another stupid question. Did Olgierd make a pact with Gaunter O'Dimm? We already know the answer.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody.
We knew that.
Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dimm. A meeting at a crossroads.
A meeting at a crossroads. What was the name of the inn at the very beginning? Was it called the Crossroads Inn? I looked it up. It was called the White Orchard Inn. But we did meet him at multiple crossroads. That was a crossroads for us, that inn. And when we picked up the original quest at the Cat Inn, right? That was a crossroad. And when we met him after the shipwreck, that was a crossroad. And by crossroad, I don't just literally mean where two roads intersect. It's a place where paths change. You know, people come to the inn and then go different directions. Very interesting.
A pact signed in blood and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dimm delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world. His betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
You know all this from Olgierd?
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, and medicine can be much harder to find.
Did Olgierd kill Vladimir? I'm losing track of these names, dude.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. O'Dimm acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Huh.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dimm? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dimm grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dimm at his own game.
Meaning?
O'Dimm wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
As mark on my face, any suggestions on how to get rid of it? It's kind of burned into my flesh and is not healing.
O'Dimm left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Well, thanks for sharing what you know. I want to point this out in advance. This house has not stopped creaking. And it seemed like the support beams are very weak. I have some real concerns that we're going to walk out of here and the house is going to collapse on this guy.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Look at this, look at this. He stepped outside of his little protection circle. See, I think Gaunter O'Dimm doesn't see probabilities, but sees actual, like, moments of time in the future. He knew at some point in time. Oh, we got his journal. Ooh. Okay, hold on. The circle O'Dimm created terrifies me. He cannot see the circle, but he can feel it's there. Interesting. A month has passed. And he's got nightmares. He has dreams. He has dreams that he has a daughter, but he's never had children. Can one dream of someone that doesn't exist? He's too afraid. He's still sleeping. His daughter now has a name, Amelia. Whoa. He says, I know now why I've been dreaming of this child for weeks. She died in my arms, and now I'm like, oh my goodness. Very, very dark stuff. So he lived in the circle for over a year, right here, this circle. And he was absolutely convinced if he stepped outside of it, he would die. He started having vivid dreams that were, you know, lucid dreams where he had a child that he grew to love and grew up and then one day died horrifically. And he blames Gaunter O'Dimm for all of that. Oh my goodness. So, this is actually the only time we get to come into Oxenford here. To me, it feels kind of like cut content from the base game that they then threw back in with the DLC. Let's put out these candles. And there's an important choice we're going to have coming up. We're going to need to decide if we side with Gaunter O'Dimm. See, wasn't that interesting when that candle went out? It was a little much, wasn't it? Do we side with Gaunter O'Dimm or... Again, this is the only chance we have to loot this place. We're leaving. I'm so done with it. Do we side with Gaunter O'Dimm or do we side with Olgierd? Now this will really, it's locked. This old boy told us, hey, look, if you want to, defeat Gaunter O'Dimm, you can. You 100% can do it, but it only works if you are going to, you know, put your own soul on the line and play a game of riddles and tricks. And that's really... We're going to save before we just give ourselves one of these. Whoa, boy. That's really not our style, okay? First off, I have no interest in putting our soul further at risk than it already is for the things we've undergone in this journey, number one. Number two, I don't see any good reason to side with Olgierd. I understand there's an argument to be made that Olgierd really was a good guy until his deal with Gaunter O'Dimm made him worse. And then he became just the worst of guys. That might be true, but I am unwilling to give this Olgierd guy some blanket, you know, broad sweeping. No, he's really a fine fellow. He just made a bad choice and it all kind of fell apart on his face. I am unwilling to... It's not very compelling to me that was his one transgression that led him to the path that he ended up on. I don't find that very believable at all, or very compelling, right? You know, it's pretty clear based on what his brother said. It's pretty clear based on the way he treated his family. And again, you can make the argument like, well, but that was after he already lost his heart of stone, blah, blah, blah. I'm not convinced. I am not convinced that he was a good dude. Those are the facts that we know. That he was up to some bad stuff, and at some point in time, he made a pretty dark deal with this Gaunter O'Dimm guy. And there were consequences. There were very real consequences to all the people in his life around him. We ourselves have made no deal with Gaunter O'Dimm. We haven't. He has tricked us into helping him. And I have a suspicion that Gaunter... Let's talk to Shani one last time. This is actually the last chance we ever get to see her, as she returns never again. This is the end.
Yes, Geralt.
You're kidding. She plays Gwen. Of course she does.
You know, been wanting to ask you something.
Ask me now.
Just curious. You ever play Gwent?
Everyone
Geralt.
plays Gwent.
Geralt. Of course I play. What else is there to do come evening when one's among soldiers? Come on, let's lay them out.
Part of me wonders if Gaunter O'Dimm is incapable of asking for help. Part of me wonders if Gaunter O'Dimm is incapable of not handling us the way that he did, which was not nice. To get us all caught up in a shipwreck and all that other jazz. But part of me really wonders if that was the only way he was going to be able to work together with us. Because he didn't try and offer us something we needed. He said, hey, I have something I need. Please help. It's a very small distinction, but I think it is a distinction worth making. Because he said to us in that last interaction in the tavern, how else was I going to get your help? I needed your help, right? He very clearly said, I needed your help. And let's try not to make a bad decision here. So I think we go Gaunter, Scorch, Horn, Commander, Trebuchets, and absolutely smack our opponent here. I think maybe just by nature of who he is. Hey, it didn't pull out my 4th Gaunter card. It should have pulled out another Gaunter O'Dimm. Huh, maybe I didn't put it in my deck? Likely but possible. Yeah, they pass, we win. Sucks to suck. I mean, we'll happily take that action. Seriously though, I think he had to trap us. I think that's just his nature. I don't think he's a man or a genie or anything. So is this going to double 8 twice, right? So it'll go to 16 and 16, or this will double 4 to 8, 4 to go up 24. And let's double the 8s to 16, right? Yeah, there we go. Not our best game, but that's fine. I mean, we got it done.
You're good. So good, I'd say you spend more time chatting up folk for games than you do on serious matters.
Ooh, burn.
Nah, got lucky, that's all.
Likely. But here. I dare say a formidable card from an old friend. So you won't have to rely entirely on luck.
Oh, thanks. She had the old geared card, no way. You know, the wedding was quite lovely.
Gotta say, wedding was a great idea. Rarely have a chance to rest, get away from it all. Did me good to do just that.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe something.
Hope Vladimir's antics weren't too annoying.
Peculiar man. Ghost, true. But I found him likable. Wager he was a real hoot when he was alive.
Said you needed to think things over. Have you?
Yes. I decided you're incredibly sweet, but...
But we're better off keeping things as they were.
Mm-hmm. You're always going places, and they're likely to ship me off soon. Besides, we tried once, and you know how that worked out.
You're right. But promise to share a bottle of wine with me from time to time.
Of course. I tell you what, I'll keep one handy.
Farewell.
See you later.
Have me over here double checking my Gwent deck. No, it's right there. It's in my deck. On the right, it very clearly says muster. Find any cards with the same name in your deck and play them. For some reason, when I played the other cards with the same name, oh no, slightly different name, Gaunter O'Dimm, semicolon darkness, and this one's just Gaunter O'Dimm. So would he summon the other ones? Interesting. His card reads, he always grants exactly what you wish for. That's the problem. Oh, wait. We got a new card. Hold on. Ooh. It's not a bad card. Olgierd von Everett, good 6 power. And it can be played in either the close range or the mid range, the middle line. And gives a +1 power to all cards in its lane. That's actually a pretty good card. We're going to go ahead and throw that on our deck. Not our best card. But it's definitely like a little more capable than Vesemir, right? Vesemir is just 6 power, the end. And here's a good 6 power and then something interesting. So we are actually going to take Vesemir out of our deck. He's officially been outclassed. We've had Vesemir in since our very beginning, and Olgierd is just a better card. It's just the facts. So our deck has 46 cards. Now it has 45. Wow. I mean, so much stronger. Wow. Seriously, though. Shani's been a great character, and I've loved the interactions, and I think she's a really good fit for this little side jaunt. Oops. How far away is this place? Oh, quite far. Oh boy, we're going. Oh man, kind of out into the middle of nowhere. All right. Now, I do believe Gaunter O'Dimm needed our help. He needed it, and I don't think he could ask for it. I think he actually needed to put us into his debt so he could then make some kind of deal with us to get us to work with him by working for him, because he doesn't work with anyone. He only takes. He never really gives. So I don't hold it against him if that's his nature. And I don't think Gaunter O'Dimm is... I view him more of a force of nature than I do some malicious entity. See if we can fast travel a little closer to this nightmare. So I think there's a village here. We've actually come to this village a couple of times now, mostly off camera between episodes, but it's been a main spot for a couple of things. I digress. Gaunter O'Dimm. I see him more of a force of nature than I do some malicious entity, right? I think Gaunter O'Dimm absolutely knows what he is doing and relishes in it and loves every second of it. And I've yet to see him... I've yet to feel like his actions were helping himself in any way, right? I think he, you know, like a vampire feeds off the life energy, right? You think it's the blood, but it's really the life energy in the blood. I think Gaunter O'Dimm somehow sustains himself. And maybe, you know, by sustaining, we just mean not so much keeping alive, but, you know, staying interested in life. Ultimately, it's a character that has been very deliberately not explained and left a mystery. And I'm okay with that. It probably makes them a better character than if the developers like went out of their way to explain exactly who he is and what he is about. This is the final moments of the Heart of Stone expansion, which is a really special moment. I think we should recap the missions that led us to where we are right now. As we've come a long way just in, I mean, it's 5. It's officially, you know, 5 total main story missions. We've come a long way. We got shipwrecked, possessed. We ended up at a wedding. We ended up in a, what do you call it? Where you bury a bunch of people in a tomb. We ended up in alternate realities with the Painted World. We met a cursed toad prince. We met an old friend, an old flame, an old lover, Shani, and it ended on good terms. We both recognized that we like each other and we're good for each other, but the lives we live doesn't leave room for each other or room for a significant other. And we're not willing to change what we do. We are always going to be a witcher. And she said her true passion is that medic profession, right? You know, it is really I think an absolutely fantastic Heart of Stone. I think it's an absolutely fantastic addition to the Witcher game. I think it was just really nice to engage with some fun new characters, fun new places, and fun new systems. And Gaunter O'Dimm I find wildly memorable, which might be the most important thing they could possibly be. Olgierd, a little more forgettable to me, but I don't think that's because he was a bad character. I think, in simply put, we spent more time with Gaunter, right? He jumped us right in the tutorial, right at the start, and then he popped back up later. And, you know, I think he's a great character. And we got to see Oxenfurt actually into the castle, right? We went to the auction house. We planned a heist. Like, I think this is such a really great little jaunt. And there's a whole bunch of side content. We actually messed with most all of the side content as well. But we've been doing the side stuff kind of on and off, leading up to beginning the main story for this. So more so the main stuff, though, I think is really good. I think it's been fun. Let me know. Who is your favorite character? What do you think about Gaunter O'Dimm? I see him more as a force of nature than a malicious entity. I don't think he's a force for good, but I think, you know, he's done what he has done on purpose because it is his nature. And I think somehow he gets sustenance from this. Like, this is what keeps him alive. You know, why does the wind blow? Because that's what it does. You know, everything spins and it goes, right? You know, Gaunter O'Dimm. Why does he take advantage of foolish mortals? It's kind of his thing, you know? I think that's lots of fun. So we're gonna have a choice in here. We can either side with Gaunter or we can side with Olgierd. I think Olgierd's a bad guy. I think he was a bad guy before he made the deal with Gaunter. I think there were bad situations that you know, he made bad choices in, and it made things worse. And me and you know, I would hate to have ever had to be in his shoes and make any of those choices because they were hard choices. And the ones he chose to led him where he is now, for better and for worse. And maybe he got pushed and nudged and bumped along the way, which is sad and tragic. It doesn't make him suddenly a hero. And we are going to side with the Gaunter because I want nothing to do with him. I want absolutely nothing to do with Gaunter O'Dimm. I want him as far away from me as possible, as Gaunter O'Dimm is definitively a force not for good, quite the opposite. I think Gaunter O'Dimm, his actions actively lead to the harm of others, and I think those actions are dangerous. Now, we're going to roll forward here and go ahead and finish this one off strong. Okay, I thought we'd walk into like a cutscene here. I was not expecting it to be like a bit of a slog through some spooky cave, but whatever. Okay, we're going to fall off a little bit here. Don't mind me. Okay. Skyrim hop. Oh boy. Kind of a long fall down, and I heard bees. Why would Olgierd ever come all the way through here? Are you kidding me? I mean, at the temple of Lilvani. I don't know this Lilvani chick, but why is her temple like... Did we take a wrong turn? My map marker is pointing downhill all of a sudden. Ah! There's a monster up there. I don't want to fight that guy right now. Ah, okay, here we go. Yep. Ah, yes, yes. I think this is cutting through the mountain, actually. We're coming out, like, on the other side, maybe? Oh, lovely. Check the map. Where are we? Yeah, it did take us out on the other side of the... Like, we went in the cave here. Right here. And took us out right through the mountain. Nice. Okay. Well, I hope Olgierd knew where this is going to be. Oh, that we need to be here at night? My mistake. Wait, we saw statues. Wait. You see the lady there on the left in the statue? There were statues of her in Olgierd's house. He would have known about the Lilvani.
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
Yep. Turns out it wasn't my choice, though.
Wasn't me who chose it.
I assumed so. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
I do. Believe it.
Fulfilled the third wish.
How do I know this to be the rose?
Dude.
Very well might have picked this up at the Oxenfurt market an hour ago.
Look closely at it. Got it from Iris. It was the last thing that bound her to this world.
What?
Apparently the rose is a symbol. Iris didn't really want to exist anymore. She didn't exist. I don't know.
Decided she'd treat you like you once treated her. The rose is a symbol of your parting, and a punishment.
I suppose I deserve that.
I don't know if that's true.
What a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end. What's happening? I feel as though a hot iron's pierced my chest.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Dude. Talk about an entrance.
So glad to see everyone. How do you feel, Von Everett? A little less troubled? Lighter on the heart?
O'Dimm, what do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The Pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes and...
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Boss, you cheated me.
I never cheat.
We will not be getting involved. This is not our business.
It is done. Your soul belongs to me.
He's like, catch! Throws it.
At last, it's over. We must meet again one day. Business with you is pure pleasure.
Gonna remove the brand?
Ah, right away. Done. Now, tell me what reward you've chosen.
No. For your knowledge, if you say you want to be as swift as a wind, you will get the fastest horse saddle, most stamina possible. Okay? You say you never want to go hungry, you're going to get a never-ending Horn of Plenty, which will mean that you have some of the best food in the game to always top you off. A bottle of vodka that's always full. Remember, you need alcohol to make all of your potions and to rejuvenate them once you've made them or whatever. So this is a really great pick as well. Make Me Rich gives you a couple thousand monies, not enough to do anything meaningful with us. If we want it over serious, he'll give us some cryptic clues about well, how to get a good ending with Ciri, but the truth is we want nothing from Gaunter. All I care about is being as far away from this creature as possible. And in some ways, this might be a mistake, because by accepting nothing from him, it in some ways puts us exactly back how we were when we first met. But in other ways, maybe now he owes us. And I don't know if he can live with that. Like, this might just work like a boomerang to bring him back into our life. But this is how I truly feel. I do not care about being swift as the wind, or an endless bottle of alcohol, or never being hungry, or wealth. I want nothing to do with Gaunter O'Dimm. I want nothing from this man. I want this creature, this entity, this malevolent force gone.
Don't want a thing from you.
Are you certain? I am capable of a great deal.
I understand.
Never been more sure. Goodbye, O'Dimm.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Hearts of Stone. And that is the end of the Hearts of Stone. Whatsoever a Man Soweth was the name of that quest. I wonder if anyone has ever turned Gaunter O'Dimm down. Has anyone ever been like, nope, I want nothing from you? If anything, we didn't need anything from Gaunter O'Dimm. I think that's important to note. We don't have much use for the money that we make. You know, we just make enough to try and survive, right? We don't have much use for a faster horse or, you know, more food or something to drink. Like, he wasn't really offering us anything that good. And we already know what Ciri is. So he kind of offered us a bunch of trash stuff. Now, I guess the min-max play would be to take the horse saddle, to be swift as the wind, and then, you know, on a New Game Plus run, just do whatever. Still, though, the way he came down out of the sky like that definitely made it feel like he was stepping out of some other dimension, and it really makes me think we should look up more and see if he's watching more often. But I don't think we'll see him again anytime soon.